13 project update for August the 5th, 2014, the week beginning. Talking about anything and anything related to the Force 13 project, anything new, anything existing, and of course all your comments in the past week or two. And that's coming up right now. So what have you been saying in the past week since July the 30th? Darryl Flordelis says, Force 13, why do the spiral bands of a storm always spiral counterclockwise? Well, that's not always the case. That's the case in the Northern Hemisphere. In the Southern Hemisphere, it's the opposite, clockwise. And that's because, of course, the equator and the Coriolis effect. Dean Land says, thanks for answering my previous question, but I have another. When the Atlantic had many storms, the Pacific didn't. And so does that mean that now the Atlantic won't have many storms, the Pacific will? It's a random question, but I'd like to know and love all your vids. Thank you very much, by the way, for loving all the vids. But yes, generally you see in the Atlantic when there's less storms, the Pacic's usually more active, and conversely the Pacific when it's less active, like in 2010, the Atlantic's more active. And 2009 was a good example of an active Pacific as well. And that's usually due to the worldwide dynamics that we see changing year upon year. Josh McKinley said on the 2014 hypothetical hurricane season, Arthur was a Category 2 hurricane that hit the Carolinas, dummy. Well, indeed it was, but if you would take up the dying art that is reading in the description, you would notice that the 2014 hypothetical hurricane season was created before any storms formed and was not actually a prediction. Ivan Woodbury says, Force 13, do you think that hurricane season 2014 will be just like 2002, with most of the storms forming in fall? Well, it's too early to tell, I think, until it probably happens. But at the moment, it looks like a fairly slow start, though having said that, we've had 2 hurricanes already, so it's not quite as bad as last year in terms of hurricane numbers. But yes, less tropical storms, and that obviously means it is more likely that we might see more storms towards the latter part of the year, but that's by no means a given. Dean Lands again says, so when's the 2014 music collection coming? Well, I can give you an answer to that. That's tomorrow, August the 6th. That'll be going out online. Look forward to that. And Hesper Hammerland says, Bertha is coming for you, she is mad. Well, perhaps a little bit, but the way it's weakening right now, I don't think it'll be a potent system by the time it gets here, if it ever does so. Thanks as always for your comments, and you can discuss tropics with other tropical weather trackers on Force 13's forum, which relaunched yesterday, August the 4th, and is now available for all of you to chat tropics on there if you so wish. My name's Stormfool on there. If you have any issues, just direct a message towards me on there, or indeed on any of Force 13's other mediums. I'd be more than happy to help you out in some way or another. But that's the forum on there. Force 13/forum is the link to that page. So now let's take a look at all the storm totals in 2014 worldwide. Of course, we have had 46 tropical storms which formed this year so far, 20 of those becoming Category 1 hurricanes or their equivalent, with winds of 74 miles per hour and higher, and 12 of those reaching Category 3 intensity, which is just 7 of 2010 already. At this fairly early stage of the year, only in early August, a lot of the major storms perhaps still yet to come, but we'll see. 2014 is the blue line on here. You can see the black vertical line is where we are right now in terms of the year. The other lines represent different years. The red one's 1992, the purple one's 1996, and the green one is 2013. 1992 had the most storms on record worldwide, 103 tropical storm intensity. And 2014 is keeping up with them at the moment. 1992 and 96, those were the highest 2 on record. In predictor season, things have changed once more. As of August the 5th, Woollyback 82 has taken the lead, which was held so long by TD123. Only just, though, by 1 slender point. An NBH Storm is getting up the table as well. Woollyback 82's other prediction is also up in 4th place, and Sam's dad is now in 5th. Monsoon, who was leading once upon a time, is now down to 6th. Paul Nugent, who we're also looking at later, is up to 9th. New predictions then. James Cansell predicted on July the 31st, scoring 191 points. Gail Kim on August the 1st, 513, which is 4th bottom. Dale 18 predicted, scoring 128, and Tristan having the best points of the new predictors with 108. Looking at the feature predictors then, you can see all of them here and how things have changed. The top 3 were at the bottom there, and how they are no longer the top 3. They are sort of like the top 10 because they've all been displaced in all sorts of positions. But you can see some of our feature predictors, myself, Paul Nugent, Woollyback, and F15 in particular dropping down, as is 2013's winner Spencer dropping down as well towards the lower points. Don't forget, lower is better. Looking at the lower reaches, Willoughback 82, the yellow line, stayed fairly level in the past few days, whilst the others went up, and Willoughback 82 therefore takes the lead, only just. If you'd like to get involved, you can do so. Just go on the website, force13.com/predictorseason_2014.html. But to make it easier, there's a link in the description of this video. The combined points total of the top 3 is quite a good indicator as well of how well the predictions are. It was 67 points on June the 7th, that's now gone up to 223 points, meaning that accuracy has gone down quite significantly. But it will probably rise again towards the end of the year when things become more clear. You can visit Force 13 on any of its 6 outlets. The website, force13.com, is the place to stay up to date on all the Storm news worldwide. Of course, the video pages, YouTube and Dailymotion, just search Force 13 on there with all Storm updates, other updates, and indeed these project updates every week. And of course, the social pages too, Facebook and Twitter, just search Force 13 on there. It's at Force 13 on Twitter if you'd like to get involved. And you can talk to me personally on Skype, add Fool13 on there for tropical weather chatter. But that's all for now for this project update. The next one will follow in 6 or 7 days time. I don't know whether it'll be Monday or Tuesday yet, but it will be next week. That's all for now.